Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurzati Azila binti Cizaha. My entry number is 272098. Today, I would like to discuss about strategies for increasing income in hotel business. So, let's start. The hospitality operation management involves the capital, revenue, pricing, positioning, marketing, and so on. There are some responsibility in hospitality operation management that must be implemented to ensure the hotel get an excellent profit or revenue at the same time to make sure the hotel operation running smoothly. Basically, the term of pricing and positioning is a process of adapting the price toward the position on what the product and service to represent in the hotel market. In a simple word, it is about a marketing strategy in which the hotel attempt to design and fabricate a position for the hotel in the mind of target customer that according to the price which is compatible in the hotel positioning. The objective of pricing and positioning in the hotel are to prevent competition, market share, profit maximization, target rate of return, stabilize price, and also customer ability to pay. Pricing and positioning can be tricky and challenge to setting it because the market can change daily as well as seasonally, and it need to have an analytic to make decision. For instance, a new virus which is COVID-19 outbreak has hit the whole world and affected all industry, especially hotel industry. The strategies for increasing income in hotel business is cost-based method. Cost-based method use of production costs as its foundation for pricing, which is profit level must be added in order to come up with the service or product price. In other words, cost-based pricing is the practice of setting up prices depend on the cost of service or product that has been sold. A fixed profit figure or profit percentage or is added to the cost and item, which is outcome in the price at which it will be sold. Usually, cost-based pricing in the hotel operation use the cost to find a price floor and price ceiling. The floor and the ceiling can be defined as the minimum and maximum price for a particular service or even product. There are three important elements that will be used in cost-based method, which is break-even analysis, fixed cost, and variable cost. Break-even analysis or cost volume profit is a pricing method that consider fixed and variable cost, customer volumes, and profit margin. The main objective of break-even analysis is to recognize the number of sales either in the monetary value or unit, which is the total cost equal the total revenue. In a simple word, it can be defined as how many rooms does a hotel have to sell to cover its total cost. Next, fixed cost can be defined as a cost that do not vary with the amount of the product or service that provided, while variable costs are a cost that increase as more of a product or service is provided. At the same time, this method need to forecast the fixed and variable costs and also the direct and indirect costs of operation in hotel. Fundamentally, the fixed costs are expenses that do not change and do not depend on how many guests occupy in the hotel. The fixed costs are including wages, mortgage payment, web hosting bills, utilities, telephone bills, and taxes. Meanwhile, the variable cost is an expenses that can change depending on the revenue that the hotel earns. The variable costs are including cleaning, printing supplies, entertainment, sales, marketing, flower, and decoration, and also room amenity. The second is demand-based method. Demand-based method also known as customer-based pricing, which is any pricing method that use consumer demand. In other words, demand-based pricing is any method that consider fluctuation in customer demand and modify prices to fit the change in perceived value. In this method, the customer tolerance to purchase the product at different price is compared and then acceptable price is set. The term of demand-based pricing actually constitute a broad approach to pricing, which includes several strategies. Demand-based pricing is a price setting method based on evaluate of the quantity a hotel can sell at different price. Plus, a demand-based method give an advantages to the hotel where it may lead to potential high profit to the hotel. There are several elements in the demand-based method, which is buyer-based pricing or sensitivity pricing, physical pricing, price lining, and negotiating. Buyer-based refer to the level to which consumer or buyers are aware about the price of certain service or product. In a simple word, buyer-based pricing is an adjusting high price when the demand is high and lower price when the demand is low, regardless to the cost of the product or the service. Next, physical pricing is a marketing practice which is depend on theory that certain have a physical impact. In a simple word, physical pricing is using a slightly lower price to give consumer or buyers the perception of added value. Usually, physical pricing is often expressed as odds price, like RM1.99. This method drives a demand greater would be expected if buyer were perfectly rational. Furthermore, price lining can be defined as a pre-establishing price level that the hotel is confident will attract customers. Next, negotiating pricing is a price setting technique involving two or more parties with a conflict of interest regarding aspect of the product or service. Basically, negotiating pricing strategy is not easy as we know because it requires the agreement of both parties, which is agree on the price that has been negotiated. Lastly, competition-based method. Competition-based method also one of a basic approach to setting price in hotel. Competition-based method, which is competition-oriented pricing, is an organization fix the price of its product or service in relation to competitors' prices. This is also known as going rate pricing. In other terms, competition-based pricing involves in setting the price of a service or product depend on what the competition is charging and conduct a complete assessment of the competitor's pricing strategy. Competitive pricing can be implemented when the product or service price has achieved stability. This situation shown that it's very crucial for hotel companies make a competitor based on pricing to know what they're selling as well as the type of competitors the hotel are competing with and how the competitor manage in the marketplace. Competition-based method also one of a basic approach to setting price in hotel. Competition-based method, which is competition-oriented pricing, is an organization fix the price of its product or service in relation to competitors' price. In conclusion, there are three basic approaches to setting price for increasing income in the hotel. Based on point above, we can say that the pricing a service or product is not an easy matter as what the theoretical say. The operation management hotels require to understand these strategies before choosing the right one method to implement in the hotel operation. So that's all from me. Thank you.